I'm Stephen Stone, the Chancellor of Trent University and a proud graduate of this great institution. I was a student here back when Trent was just being founded, back in the mid-1960s. And it was founded under the guiding principles set by its first president, Tom Simons. Now, Tom's vision was that to change and challenge the world requires education, but not just any education. Rather, an education which trains us to think in new and innovative ways. And the foundation of this unique education is a multidisciplinary approach to formal classes, combined with a college system of interaction and social learning. That, in very short form, is the secret sauce of Trent University. That is the Trent system. Because the world around us is changing at such a rapidly accelerating pace, the next decades will continue to be tumultuous in one way or another. The world in the coming years is going to become almost unrecognizable. The world is going to need to be saved, and that is where you come in. The ability to respond effectively in the face of these massive changes requires a certain kind of person, a certain kind of graduate, you, a product of the Trent system, someone who thinks and acts in new and innovative ways. Many students will graduate this year in Canada and around the world, but you are unique because you have been, are, and will remain forever an integral part of the Trent University community. You are forever imbued with the unique secret powers of the Trent system. You are our new hope. My heartfelt congratulations go to all of our graduates today. You have reached an important milestone, and your new mission can now begin. I now declare Convocation open.
Good morning. Bonjour, Anine. Sego. Bonjour. My name is Marilyn Burns. I'm the Vice President of Communications and Enrollment, as well as colleges, and a proud alumna of Trent University. It is my honor to welcome all of you here today to our first in-person convocation ceremonies in over 2 years. In person and together here, where, though we are indoors today, the Otonabee River flows through our beautiful Simons campus. Otonabee is an Anishinaabe word that means the river that beats like a heart. Appropriate on a day where we feel so deeply within our hearts a sense of pride for the accomplishments of our graduands. And apropos of a university that balances intellectual pursuits with matters of the heart, key among them the environment, social, and societal concerns. So I would like to begin by respectfully acknowledging that we are on the treaty and traditional territory of the Mississauga Anishinaabe. We offer our gratitude to our First Peoples for their care for and teachings about our earth and our relations. May we honor those teachings. I'm pleased to welcome our students from the Trent School of the Environment, International Development Studies, International Economy, and Political Studies. I believe it is worthwhile doing a rare special shout out this morning. Among our students graduating this year are 2 students from Ukraine. Today, I would like to acknowledge Mikhailo Rangiev. Mikhailo has been a community leader here at Trent who led the support initiatives for Trent's Ukraine students and also organized assistance for those in Ukraine. Mikhailo is beginning his master's degree at Trent in September. Of course, I'm also happy to welcome the parents and families, partners and friends who have come from near and far to be with us here today. If you are watching on our live stream from somewhere else within Canada or perhaps somewhere around the world, I do hope that this message reaches you with all the warmth and enthusiasm we feel here today. It is magnificent to see so many faculty members here to celebrate the accomplishments of their students. The connection between Trent faculty and their students is where the magic truly happens at Trent. I would also like to recognize and extend an especially warm welcome to some special guests among us today. Chair of the Trent University Board of Governors, Deborah Cooper-Berger. Also from the Board of Governors, Governor Daniel Paulberg. Diane Therrien, Mayor of Peterborough and Trent alumna, class of 2010. Sylvia Sutherland, former Mayor of Peterborough and Trent alumna, class of 1968. City of Peterborough Councillor Stephen Wright, the proud father of a Trent alumna. And finally, Miriam Monseth, former Peterborough Kawartha MP and Trent alumna, class of 2003. To all of our guests, whether you are joining us in person or virtually, you are part of the Trent family. I wanted to take a moment to preface our proceedings this morning by saying something about our convocation ceremony. It is, in one way, a very formal ceremony that officially recognizes our graduates and the successful completion of their degrees. At the same time, convocation is intended to be a celebration, especially this year, as we are able to gather together in person. Now, you might have noted that the Chancellor and Vice Presidents at Trent are wearing these trendy Converse sneakers. And they combine these with their formal convocation robes, not an indication that they're trying to get away rapidly after the ceremony is done, but on the contrary, it is a reflection of our desire to join you in bringing a sense of fun and celebration to this momentous day today. Essentially, it is what we would call at Trent a party, and to celebrate the successes of our students and the journey that has brought you here. So if you are a family member, partner, or friend, feel free to treat today as a party, to recognize the fact that your student is finally completed their degree. Maybe, if you're a parent, you are also celebrating the fact that your student is off the payroll, as they say, or that they may be soon. With that in mind, should you choose to applaud, shout, even embarrass your graduate a little bit, you have our full permission and, frankly, our encouragement to do so. I think they intend to do so. Let me now end my own remarks by addressing our graduands. Today, we find ourselves in rapidly evolving times. We know that Trent grads like you can make a momentous difference as compassionate and critical thinkers who challenge, build, and take part in a vibrant future. Living as we do in a global community where humanity shares pressing environmental, international, and political issues, we should all take heart that with your Trent education, you will lead the way to a better future. And you are in good company. As an alum, you join the ranks of a global network of distinguished Trent graduates, award-winning authors, game-changing advocates, corporate leaders, Nobel Prize winners, people who contribute in outstanding ways through their careers and in their communities. One thing to bear in mind as you join this esteemed alumni family is that from this day forward, anytime you meet an alum of Trent, the first question they will inevitably ask you is, what was your college at Trent, right? No doubt, each of you has a fierce affiliation to your college, and I encourage you to carry on that college loyalty and connection because, as our Chancellor has said today, this really is our secret sauce. And as much as you are a grad of Trent University, you remain a member of a special college community, and whether that is Lady Eaton, Champlain, Otonabee, Zosky, or Trail, our downtown college. So remember your college, and before you head off into a bright future, take some time to savor this moment and to imagine where your life will take you. Now is the time to define a purpose that is uniquely your own. Congratulations. It is now my pleasure to introduce an individual whose remarkable contributions will be recognized with an Honorary Doctor of Laws degree, Rosemary Ganley. We will be gowning Rosemary Ganley very shortly. First, I'd like to say a few words about Rosemary as she stands before us. Lifelong feminist, activist, and writer, Rosemary Ganley contributes to public life in Peterborough, where she speaks out and writes about local issues, leads workshops, and actively participates in numerous organizations. She is deeply committed to youth engagement, and with her husband, founded the development agency Jamaican Self-Help, which supported education, health and youth programming, and other community-based activities in Kingston, Jamaica. Ms. Ganley represented Canada at the 4th UN Conference on Women in Beijing in 1995, and in 2018 served on the Prime Minister's Gender Equality Advisory Council for G7 meetings in Quebec, where she met with G7 leaders. She also delivered the prestigious Margaret Lawrence Lecture at Trent University on feminist theologies in 2011 and remains involved in the life of the university and its colleges as a workshop instructor in continuing education at Trail, and most recently as part of a panel on women in leadership at Lady Eaton College in 2022. A prolific and powerful writer, Ms. Ganley was assistant editor at the independent newspaper Catholic New Times. Her writing has appeared in the Globe and Mail, Toronto Star, Peterborough Examiner, The Green Teacher, and Conscience magazine. She continues to write a weekly column for the Peterborough Examiner. Mr. Chancellor, I have the honor of presenting to you for the degree of Doctor of Laws honoris causa, Rosemary Ganley. Congratulations, Dr. Ganley. I now invite you to address Convocation. Thank you.
Good morning, all, and Mr. Chancellor, Mr. President, and I have apologies to the signer because I submitted my remarks to the signer, but I may veer off. And I want to start with saying I haven't got green Converse yet, but I have my recipe cards. I want to honor the faculty and most importantly the students. Thank you for coming to Peterborough. The wonderful University of Toronto scientist Ursula Franklin said, our society is networked with NGOs. And I invite the grads, these are the self-forming groups. They see a need in, we Canadians are very good at this. We see a need, we organize, and we try to address that need. A lot of our grads this morning are in environmental studies of different kinds, and so I just invite them to look for an NGO to enrich with your knowledge and your passion. There's 350.org, there's David Suzuki. In town, there's For Our Grandchildren, a very powerful lobby. And I also invite you, and you've already probably decided, to live simply. You don't need a private dwelling house. I want to pay tribute to your fact that you must put on your CV that you were class of 22, like me. That's going to communicate the qualities that you've shown, and your supporters. The pivoting, the flexibility, the determination, the stick-to-itiveness, all really valuable qualities. And that's what the pandemic demanded of you, and you came through. I'm 52 years in Peterborough, and 2 of my sons are LEC grads. I think they spent most of the time on the river, though. And Trent always did stress a healthy body and sport for all. One son is a grad of Mount Allison. And I have a column in the paper today, and it asks, oh, by the way, I write these columns every week for 5 years for $50 a week. But it's so important that the local newspapers survive. Sarnia doesn't have a paper, Barrie doesn't have a paper. And so I advise the grads to take the advice of my favorite poet, Mary Oliver. And she has a 3-line poem, 6 words. And her poem is called Instructions for Living a Life. Pay attention, be astonished, and tell about it. Pay attention fits right into the Trent motto, which is now I know in part. It speaks to your continuing education, good newspapers and journals, reliable commentators, carefully selected Twitter partners, if that's all your critical thinking coming into play with what is going to influence you. I also have a little bit of advice to the grads, and that is to take part in public affairs. It's part of your telling about it. Only 3% of Canadians belong to any political party. That's not a very good statistic, because if you join a political party and get on the policy committee, you can make policy for your party, for your campaign. And I invite you to think about that. It leads me back to my father. I grew up in a hardscrabble Northern Ontario town, Kirkland Lake. It was a gold mining boom and bust. My father was a small town lawyer. He forgot to send out his bills often. And he influenced me very much. He had a deep Catholic conscience, and he married my mother, who was a Methodist organist who looked after her parents. And in the 30s, in Kirkland Lake, that was a scandalous union. And so I congratulate your generation on the defeat of tribalism based on gender, color, class, national origin. We have more work to do. I'm concerned about the dark side of Peterborough, but you have led the way in the end of tribalism. But my father said, always advocate for somebody you are not. Always advocate for somebody you are not. And and he, in Kirkland Lake, he considered himself a citizen, not a taxpayer, a citizen of a great country. And he subscribed every week, would come into our mailbox, Hansard. Do you know what that is? It's the daily record of the House of Commons. You know, when the members would swear, Hansard just said, "Hear, hear." Some members, "Hear, hear." Anyway, my father read Hansard, so that made us feel like we're Canadian citizens. We pay attention, we are astonished, and we tell about it. When I had this delightful invitation, I said to my readers in the Examiner, what should I say to the grads? And they said, acknowledge the tough time we're in. And so this leads me to a poem. Adrian Rich wrote, "My heart is moved by all I cannot save. So much has been destroyed. I have to cast my lot with those who, perversely, age after age, with no extraordinary power, reconstitute the world." Welcome, reconstitutors. You will find many of us do at work in the simplest ways. I read another bit of wisdom from one of my correspondents, and it said, we learn from music, love, and loss. From the first two, we learn commitment and passion, and from loss, if we allow it, we learn bravery. So I have to tell you, I'm a bereaved parent too. Another message I want to tell you is that I live here. I'm in the phone book. You know, the landline phone book. And I'm a member of your class. And call me anytime for a coffee. And now, I would just like to recommend a book to you. Oh, I'm full of advice. And it is a book that my son Michael, who's here from Edmonton, gave me last visit. It's a book from 2012 called Tom Simon's A Canadian Life. It's a very inspiring read. 20 people who knew of some of the contributions to this country of the founding president of Trent, who lived 60 years in Peterborough, never drove a car. Each of 20 writers writes a chapter about his work: French-English relations, Northern studies, Indigenous recognition, United World Colleges, the Museums and Monuments of Canada. It was really prodigious. And that, if you're taking something from Trent, that's a title to take. It re-inspired me. And then an Indigenous poet wrote, "All my ancestors are behind me. Be still," they say. "You are the result of the love of thousands." Godspeed, graduates.
Congratulations, Dr. Ganley. And thank you for those inspirational words. Before I call on Dr. Sean Watmo to present candidates for degrees, I will give some instructions to the graduates. It is not every day that you walk across stage in front of hundreds of people, so we do understand if you are a little nervous. Just here are some instructions for you. As Dr. Watmo reads your name, please cross the stage where you will be congratulated by the warm and friendly Chancellor Stone. We'll stand there. And you may bow instead of shaking hands if you prefer to do so. Don't forget, this is a party, so if you decide to do a little happy dance, we will cheer you on. And our Chancellor has been known to join in with his special runners. Following that, you will continue on to be greeted by our board chair, Deborah Cooper-Berger, who will stand there, and finally walk down the ramp to be welcomed into the alumni family by Lee Hayes, Director of Alumni and Donor Engagement, before returning to your seat. Mr. Chancellor, Dr. Sean Watmo, Director of the School of the Environment at Trent University, will now present candidates for all degrees.
Thank you. I think this is the best part of my job. I really enjoy today. So, Mr. Chancellor, I am pleased to present for the degree of Bachelor of Environmental Science/Studies the candidates whose names will be read, whom the Senate has duly declared worthy of the honour that they may receive the degree at your hands. Benjamin Karkner. Paris Lauren Carolyn Carr. Jaden Elizabeth Gay.
You hand them back to me.
Zachary Wilhelm Hummel. Brock Robert Daniel Hussey. Victoria Lynn Hines. Gillian Lena Johnson. Adam Samuel Reed. Leah Mary Ripley. Jordan Kyle William Ribka. Maya Lynn Snelzer. Paige Brianna Smith. Please join me in congratulating the recipients of the degree of Bachelor of Environmental Science/Studies. Mr. Chancellor, I am pleased to present for the degree of Bachelor of Arts in the Honours Programme the candidates whose names will be read, whom the Senate is duly declared worthy of the honour that they may receive the degree at your hands. Caitlin Simone Adam. Nikayla Leslie Barnes. Brendan Becker. Lily Alexandra Boggs. Morgan Alexander Carl. Kathleen Anne Marie Lisa Carey. Caleb James Clausen. Thanish Dane. Aislinn Ann de Vries. Megan Elizabeth Del Fabro. Sydney Dodd. Sarah Jean Dunkley. Hayley Ann Enright. Sarah Anita Forrest. Sierra Cynthia Lavon Frew. Mallory Gail Jagger. Abby Christine Lanzo. Lauren Catherine Lovelace. Michaela Ann McIntyre.
I love you too.
Jenna Lee Millette. Amelia Nicole Metcalf. Pietro Franco Minna. Isabella Josephine Mancada. Maggie Mackenzie Murakami. Emmanuel Julian Lawrence Pinto. Big smile. Dylan Kenneth Pop. Ian Christopher Patrick Quigley. Abby May Richards. Jordan Lynn Roef. Heidi Summer Sidke. Kwame Ayindi Carey Skerrett Williams. Rachel Karen Eleanor Smith Young. Francis Chikunzo Tamara Enjokamna. Ashish Thoreau. Mayor Thomas. Jessica Topfer. Emilia Ignacia Vera Romero. Hayden Clare West. Tasmin Orissa West. Is this a... Oh, new group, okay. Please join me in congratulating the recipient of the degree of Bachelor of Arts in the Honours Programme. Mr. Chancellor, I am pleased to present for the degree of Bachelor of Science in the Honours Programme candidates whose names will be read, whom the Senate is duly declared worthy of the honour that they may receive the degree at your hands. Vedant Parish Badika. Matthew Allen Ball. Caitlin Barber. Victor Michael Bush. David Alexander Watcher. Gwyneth Blair Bourgeois. Daniel Thomas Brunetti. Andrew Douglas Hinson Bunn. Gracie Talea Crafts. Maya DeForest. Rebecca Ruth Adele Donovan. Minnie Thao Gwen Dong. Riley Gillespie Friesen. Siobhan Ann Hatchie. Clayton Allen William Irvine. Caleb Angus Johnston. Calvin Wesley Julie. Jacob Henry Carriman. Courtney Lynn Leclerc. Daniel William Mackenzie. Mandy Lillian McMullen. Edward Thomas Merks. Rosemary Catherine Minns. Stephanie Mose. Dana Kathleen Moss. Jody Elizabeth Newman. Thu Hang Gwen. Shelby Dillis Verena Ode. Taylor O'Hare. Pierre Alexander Simon Ouellette. Jacob Robert Daniel Payne. Bailey Thomas Arthur Phillips. Angelo Eric Pilola. Lincoln James Poole. Cameron Lynn Pricker. Mikhailo Rangiev. Mary Elizabeth Reitzel. Jenna Zarati Saunders. Benjamin Foster Smith. Evan George Skin. Matt Suzak. Shane Victor Timbers. Victoria Ann Time. Harriet Anika Elizabeth Walker. Kaylee Marie Ward. Amanda Victoria Whitehead. Hannah Louise Mulligan. Please join me in congratulating the recipients of the degree of Bachelor of Science in the Honours Programme. Mr. Chancellor, I am pleased to present for the degree of Bachelor of Arts in the General Programme candidates whose names will be read, whom the Senate has duly declared worthy of the honour that they may receive the degree at your hands. Tamara Michaela Balmaceda. Bosco Chow. Sarah Frances Deary. Audrey Maynard. Olivia Tasha Wemigwans. Mark Leonard William Pankhurst. Please join me in congratulating the recipients of the degree of Bachelor of Arts in the General Programme. Mr. Chancellor, I am pleased to present for the Diploma in Circumpolar Studies the candidate whose names will be read, whom the Senate is duly declared worthy of the honour that they may receive the diploma at your hands. Cody Parr. Please join me in congratulating the recipient of the Circumpolar Studies Diploma. Mr. Chancellor, I ask you to confer degrees and diplomas in absentia on candidates whose names are before you and who are unable to be with us today. Mr. Chancellor, Dawn Lavelle Harvard will now introduce the Honour Song.
Ani Bojo. Today, we bring greetings to all of creation. We give thanks for the rising of the sun and the light and the warmth that it brings on other days, apparently, not today. But we still give thanks for another day of life. We give thanks to those who have cared for us during these challenging times. Mr. Chancellor, Mr. President, Dr. Ganley, honored guests, and most importantly, our graduates. In the custom of our peoples, we offer the sound of the drum to honor our Mother, the Earth. We send our profound and deepest thanks to all creation. We greet the world with humility and embrace the richness, diversity, and wonder that is life. And in our Anishinaabe teachings, the sound of the drum represents the original sound of creation, that heartbeat of your mother when you were still in the womb. This sound reverberates throughout the universe and infuses our being with life. We sound the drum to connect us with creation, to honor and celebrate life, and to remember to live with humility and kindness among all living beings. Today we offer words of praise for those who are graduating. We lift you up. We offer words of thanksgiving to those who made these accomplishments possible, the ones who were there to hold you up when things got tough. We offer words of respect and honor to those who strive to bring dignity to our lives, those like Dr. Ganley, who have blazed the trail before us. And we offer words to remind us of the 7 grandfather teachings, to live with humility, bravery, honesty, wisdom, truth, respect, and most importantly, love. Zagadewin. And now we offer this song to accompany all of you on your journey. May you travel well and may your lives be filled with grace and dignity. May you work always for peace and social justice, because at Trent, that's just what we do. Mr. Chancellor, Mr. President, Dr. Ganley, honored guests and graduates, I have the pleasure of presenting Unity and the Honor Song. May everyone please stand if you're able.
Thank you, Unity Chimigwech, for providing such a moving honor song. As we near the conclusion of the ceremony, let me again, on behalf of Trent University, thank all of you for being here today. And congratulations to all of our new alumni, including Dr. Ganley. Perhaps I could ask the graduates to stand so we can give them all a round of applause for all they have accomplished. Now, graduates, you are surrounded by a network of loved ones who have supported you throughout your journey to this milestone. They have helped you with an encouraging word, made sure you made it home for the holidays, or written a check or two, perhaps. Maybe you could take a moment to show your appreciation to them with a round of applause for your supporters. A lot of appreciation there. Everyone following the ceremony, please feel free to take advantage of the campus. In the rain, it is very beautiful as well, in the liquid sunshine as well. If you are around the campus, do take a moment to take some photos, go to the Student Center. We do have some wonderful backdrops set up there for you to take photos with your graduates. We will end by singing O Canada, and then I will ask you to remain standing if you are able until the procession has left the stage. Mr. Chancellor, I call upon you to dismiss Convocation.
Thank you so much, Madam Vice President. This has really been a wonderful day. Thank you all, and congratulations again to the graduates. We are going to transition very soon into the informal celebration, but there is one last tradition to fulfill before we go. And it's some final words, some parting words to the graduates. And I would ask those who are on the stage to perhaps rise and join with me in a final song to you. Happy trails to you until we meet again. Happy trails to you. Keep smiling until then. Happy trails to you till we meet again. Convocation is dismissed.